What I was guided to do for us during this Reiki share was to just address stress and overwhelm, because this is a time of year when so many of us, it's busy. It's lovely, but it is busy. And we're all in the season, but just so much to do. So for today's Reiki share, what I thought I would do is lead you in a holy fire healing experience and just invite you to release any stress or overwhelm that you might have in your life, in your body, in your mind, your soul, or your spirit. So I'd like you to just think, just to close your eyes if you would, and just consider if there is stress and overwhelm in your body. Maybe there's aspects of the holiday that you're not looking forward to, or perhaps even some friends or relatives that you're not looking forward to experiencing. If there's any of that exists within you, just ask yourself, where would it be? And just pay attention to the first part of your body, the first area that comes to your mind. And then go ahead and ask yourself if this energy that exists within me, this overwhelm, stress, maybe some things I'm not looking forward to about the holiday, if this exists in a part of my body and it has a shape, what shape would it have? And there's no wrong answers, guys. It's usually the first thing. And you may have more than one shape, because we are talking about more than one thing. And just look at that shape or shapes and ask yourself, what color would it be? What's the very first color that comes to your mind when you think of each shape? And look inside again and just notice what the surface texture of each of the shapes looks like. Ask yourself, is this shape or are these shapes heavy? And maybe some of them will be heavy and some of them not so much. And then finally, ask yourself if you're willing to let them go. And if you are, I invite you to make yourself really comfortable with your eyes closed, to take a deep breath, bringing your hands into Gasho to activate your Reiki energy. And breathe, bringing in any Reiki symbols that you have. And then placing your hands comfortably on your body wherever you feel guided. And I invite you to imagine that it's a beautiful, warm, sunny day. And you're walking through a trail in a beautiful forest. And as you walk along and as you breathe into yourself, you breathe in the life essence and energy of the forest, and the energy of the divine earth flows up through the bottoms of your feet. You walk along until you come to a path that goes off to the right, and you decide to follow that path. You follow that path until you come to a clearing in the forest, and in the middle of the clearing is a small hill covered with soft grass and beautiful wildflowers. I invite you to imagine that you're climbing up the hill, and as you do that, to feel the grass and the wildflowers rubbing against your legs. And when you get to the top of the hill, you choose to lie down. You can feel the grass and the wildflowers beneath you. And you gaze up at the sky, And as you're gazing up at the sky, a beautiful beam of light pierces the cloud. And you recognize right away that this is no ordinary light. It is the light from the highest heavens. It shines down upon you and all around you, and even seems to flow through you. It feels very safe and comfortable, very nurturing. I invite you to allow the light, which now focuses on those shapes or shape that you have identified. I invite you to focus on the shapes or shape yourself and simply be willing to let them go. The beauty of Reiki is that you don't have to do anything to earn it. So just being willing to let them go. And the light of Reiki begins to release these from you. And they'll go into a place where they can be healed, listened to, heard, nurtured, and healed, all the way back to their original cause. And so you let them go. And we're simply going to breathe in this space for some time. And the energy of peace flows through you now. It flows into your body on your breath. And it begins to release anything that is not peace from you. And it flows through every cell in your body. It inundates the cells so that they become peaceful. And it flows through every part of your being. And so you become peace and will remain here for some time. And as peace shines through you, it also begins to emanate from you, so that everyone who is near you experiences peace. For you are peace. You have become peace. Let's just let that settle into every part of our being now. And as our outer world always resembles our inner world, peace flows out into our daily lives. I invite you to think of some things in your life that are not peaceful, and just allow the energy of peace to flow through you and out into those areas and those aspects of your life. And we'll stay here for several moments. And now the light of harmony flows through you. And first it harmonizes all of the disparate parts of us. It harmonizes our mind, body, spirit, and emotions. It harmonizes each of our chakras. It brings our imagination and intuition in alignment with our intellect. Sometimes the different parts of ourselves want different things. And this can lead to discord and difficulty. But as the light of harmony flows through you, it brings all of the parts of yourself together, each one having an equal voice. Breathe in the light of harmony and allow all of the parts of yourself to come into harmony. And as the disparate parts of yourself move into alignment, the harmony now moves through you and reaches out, stretching out into your daily life. And there may be some aspects of your life that are disharmonious. There may even be some relationships that are not in harmony. As harmony flows out into them, they move into a place of harmony with you and within your life, your daily life. You become harmony, and anyone who is in your vicinity experiences that and will remain here. I invite you to think of some relationships in your life that are not harmonious. Maybe they ended badly and feel unfinished. Maybe they are ongoing but do not feel healthy. Maybe they're relationships with family members that you can't get away from, but that are not in harmony. And maybe it's a relationship with yourself that's not in harmony. And just allow the light of harmony to move through these, through you and into these relationships and situations. And we'll remain here while they move into a place of harmony today.
Excuse me.
Bless you. And now you let the light of harmony, now that has moved through those close relationships, I invite you to think of relationships that are a bit more distant. Co-workers, members of your community, and we just allow the light of harmony to stretch out, of peace and harmony, to stretch out from us into that next layer of acquaintances. And now harmony stretches out into that next layer, past your community, into your province or state, and it even moves out into the country that you're living in. And from the country, you can feel it moving out into the continent. And then stretching to the other continents until it wraps around the entire earth itself. When we think of the world peace grids today that exist on the North Pole and the South Pole, they exist in Jerusalem and on Mount Kurama, and also at the ICRT Reiki centers in Michigan and Hawaii. And we send out an intention as we connect to these grids. We connect our own personal peace and harmony and Reiki energy. And the peace grids are inscribed with 12 symbols for the major world religions, which also includes agnostics and atheists and independent spiritual paths. And they're inscribed with the following inscription: may the followers of all the world's religions and spiritual paths work together to create peace among all people on earth. And so at this time of the holiday season, we add our own Reiki energy and our own intention to the grids and to the earth. Asking that all of the people and the very earth itself experience this peace and this harmony during this beautiful holiday season. I invite you all to stay here as long as you feel guided. And whenever you feel ready, you can return. Taking a deep breath, bringing your attention to your eyes, slowly opening your eyes, coming back, and taking some time to write about this experience if that's appropriate for you. Thank you, and namaste.